Hello, this is the Dragon Sanctuary, a LEGO Elves set with the potential to bring together and use some of the elements from a bunch of different sets from this series from the past 2 waves of releases. The Sanctuary structure itself is really scaled down, but it does its best within its size to bring in the different elements. So you've got a stream of water coming in from this side, a little bit of a lava fall over here, a large waterfall going down the center, and this looks like it could be crystalline, kind of coming off to the edges there, or you could see that as being just water that's splashing up. Has 3 main levels to it, got a little bit of foliage coming off to the side with more gems growing as they tend to do. Pretty nice, level of detail and number of different elements and textures and colors. And they have these different platforms which come with the printed elemental magic element tile, and those platforms can be used to hold on to the dragon eggs, the nice see-through ones of different colors that have been released over the past couple of waves, like I said, of different sets. Up at the top, that's just a sticker right there for the main logo for the whole thing, and this is where the horn is that can be blown to summon all of the dragons together. Around the back you can more clearly see the torch at the top that provides a light. This is a little bit of a telescope element which can be pulled off and held in the hand of a figure, although these elves figures, somewhat like the Friends figures, don't really hold on to elements like that very well. This is a sextant, which is a navigational aid, a traditional piece. We've got some stickers used in here. That's actually a really nice one inside, which shows a bunch of scrolls and things that have been placed up. Kind of retract these stairs here. They're very, very small, but you can see how it's got a little bit of a plan there and talking about the hatching of the eggs. We've got an area over here where you can actually do some writing, because it's supposed to be an inkwell, I believe. Down at the base of it is actually a nice spa area. It's one of the nicer areas, I think, of the whole thing, and has a decent amount of space for figures. And there's a little bit of writing on the wall, or drawing really. It's drawing up against the rock face there, and that's also a sticker. Interestingly enough, that piece has a sticker on the other side as well, and you can rotate all of this around because it's built with a jumper above it and below, so you can just spin it around. Gives you a better look at the 2 faces of it. That's nice. And this is just an area where some water comes along. It's a little bit awkward that the water comes right up to where the lava ends, but this is a place where you can moor a raft, and they include this small little raft build which can hold a single figure, and it has a simulated fishing pole off to the side. There are 2 features that are kind of hidden in this. One is this extending platform that would allow you to get out to the level of a dragon. So if you bring a dragon right up there, it's kind of like parking your dragon at the 2nd level of a parking garage. It just allows you to walk along there to get there a little bit more easily. This side also has a bit of an elevated platform, but this is an elevating platform, so you push down back here using water magic, I'm assuming, with the trans blue piece there on the front, but you push down on that and this just raises up. It's kind of like a small stairway, and it's supposed to emerge out from the water and then allow you to go on up to the upper levels. The way these platforms work is they will hold on to these dragon eggs, and just this blue one for a water dragon is included, and I'll show you the baby water dragon in a minute with the figures. But to get them to attach, they don't just stay there very well like this. You kind of have to balance it. It's a little bit too much of a balancing act for me. Take off the tile that has the element print on it, and then this will actually stay in place. And if you've collected all the sets that have these in them, then you can set all of these up in their appropriate positions with each one. Take the small tile off, put the dragon egg there, and here's what it looks like with all 4 of the eggs. At the very least, this makes for a very, very nice and deluxe display stand for those eggs, which I personally find to be very collectible and displayable. This is Gust, the adult air elemental or wind dragon, which is included with this set, and it is one of the larger dragons in the series, making this a very major draw for this entire set. So a lot of the parts go into this, and a lot of the value and the cost goes into this. Has nice a combination of the purples and the lavenders and this light aqua color as well. Even has double wings actually, so down here you can see the 2nd set of wings that can actually be articulated out. I think they work a little bit better towards the rear. If I just kind of bring that back a bit like this, allows you to see that light aqua color even better. That makes for a really nice look because it kind of goes with the progression of colors from lavender here to the transparent purple, and then it switches off kind of like the colors on the main body do as well. So this one is very nice. It's large. Its horns are actually kind of back, which makes it look extra docile to me. I think it's supposed to make it look more sleek. This has some of these 3 tooth pieces. It's a 1x2 plate that's in a medium lavender color there. Also lavender colored inverted tiles on the underside there. This has a ball joint in the neck, but there's a limit to what you can do with posing the head. You can open the mouth up like so. It's a really nice mold, and I think these colors go together really well. You can close that up, and this can just be brought straight up and straight down. A lot more movement with the legs, but the front ones mostly go forward and back. They actually are ball jointed, so they can move around a little bit more, but they're just limited by the shapes. You know, it's kind of has just limitations to how far those parts can move. But you can also move the paws, which are also on ball joints. Different stickers used for the front paws or claws versus the rears. You can actually bring this around and make it look like it's catching something in the air, like it's trying to catch, I don't know, a dragonfly or maybe a ball if you're playing catch with it or something like that. But these rear legs are able to move around a lot more because they just have more space to be able to move. So you can twist them a little bit more, and you can bring them up farther and kind of in and out. So you can do that kind of thing. You can really make this look sleek. Maybe it could be going into a dive also. So going really fast, straighten out that tail, which has all of these ball joints built into it as well. These are also more stickers, so lots of stickers in this set. But yeah, that is a very majestic looking dragon. I think that the shapes and colors work together phenomenally well. The figures here are Titus and Ira. The baby water dragon's name is Rain. And I think that all 3 of these are really, really good. Interesting colors and combinations, really nice prints as well. Got a little bit of copper here. This is gunmetal gray for the trousers. Lots of gold details, even down on the feet. You know, obviously Ira has her really amazing looking print for her tattoos on the forehead and also the cheek. The baby dragon has a color scheme that works perfectly well with the water element. I really like the printed tile piece that they include for Ira for that compass there. And yeah, these are just all good. There's nothing for me to complain about here whatsoever. I appreciate the very different color for Titus's hair, and Ira still gets that really nice gradient with the white tips, so this is just all good. Now I guess the designer of this set had just a little bit of budget left over and decided to make these 2 very small things with it. This is supposed to be a water slide, a very small water slide here. I'm not sure where the water is coming from, but of course you would just use magic. This is supposed to be like a miniature raft for a baby dragon. So you put this on there on the back, and it's actually going to make it lean back just a little bit, and the idea is that you put the dragon up here on its little mini raft, give it just a little bit of a push forward, and it's supposed to be a fun little slide, and it just slides down. As long as you have this kind of angled back there, I find that most of the time it will make it down the slide successfully. If you have it in a little bit of a different place, it might not balance right and it might fall over, but this actually works pretty well and provides just a little extra entertainment. To be honest, I am a little bit disappointed with the size of the sanctuary structure itself. I wish that it was larger, but in the end it does make for, like I said, a good, relatively compact, in this case, display stand for those eggs if you collect them. However, what really made up for the small size of the structure was the large size of the dragon and the really nice look of it. And with the extra wings and the posability, it just all goes together pretty well, and I think really helps to bring the value of the set up. Now you've heard my thoughts about the set, and it is your turn to share what you think about it. Share your thoughts in a comment down below. I will look forward to your feedback, and I appreciate your time in watching the video. I'll be talking to you again very soon.